Here we go. This is my first early release video on Patreon. A couple weeks ago, I asked in the community page for some better options for us to all chat with each other. I wanted to have more of a focused community feeling where we can break out separate chats for each artist. And you all recommended that I start a Patreon, and I've been kind of reluctant to get it going, but then yesterday, one of you subscribers actually found the page that I was working on building and subscribed to it and got all set up. So I was like, well, that feels like a sign from the universe to get it started. So I did, I got it started, and I want you all to join up over there. We're going to have a lot of fun talking, and I'm going to share a lot of cool stuff over there. So here's the Patreon link. I also put it down in the description as well, okay? All right, here we go. So I'm going to jump right in.
Спасибо огромное. А теперь прозвучит новая песня. Примерно. You crown far as I can see. You crown underneath my feet. Stranger in a stranger's land. You chance to know who I am if I have the strength to begin again. Somewhere in my heart in ancient times I wandered through these valleys I have climbed them on these hills. Faces from us somehow divide their memories. I've said lost, I've lost, I feel them in me sing. As I can see, new ground underneath my feet. Stranger in a stranger's land. You chance to know who I am if I have the strength to begin.
Wow. Wow. Dimash.
Dimash Kudaibergen.
Wow. Okay. All right. So let's talk about that. Whew, there were some vocals there. That was all over the place. He was in the stratosphere. He was powerful. He had a little husky, intimate, quiet pop sound going on. He had these crazy low notes going on. His voice was all over the place. That was incredible. Woo! All right, we're going to go back and break it down. First of all, this was really cool to hear the kobiz, or kobiz, I believe is how you say it. It's a native Kazakh instrument. Very cool that it was featured here. And then it's got some little delay effects on it and stuff. That's got a really cool tone. It's got a little, like a little growly bite on it, and then sort of a warm string sound. That's cool. Everything Dimash does has this operatic-sized drama to it. It's amazing. Oh, I love this start. So notice how light he's singing here. Notice how much room he's leaving for himself to grow later in the song. He's using no vibrato. He's got his vocal folds quite abducted, letting air flow through. Lots of airflow in the sound. Beautiful, beautiful tone. That little hissy airflow sound is a big part of being a pop singer. And he's starting the song off in that. It creates this mysterious, invitational feeling to the song.
You crown underneath my feet.
Beautiful.
Stranger in a stranger's land.
Did you hear how poppy he sounded there? He sounded really like a pop singer. He even gave a little bit of a stranger. He did a little creaky door onset onto the phrase there. You get that from one of two ways, either from vocal frying or doing compression, which activates the false folds. I've talked about that in other videos.
Stranger.
Did you hear on strange, that little creaky door sound? So good. Most operatically trained people can't do that. Dimash can do a little bit of everything. It's so good.
In a stranger's land, you chance to know who I am if I have the strength to begin again.
So in this beginning, he's using a lot of what I would call contemporary, minimal, American-style pop vocal techniques here. This breathy, husky, airflowy sound with lots of detail in the tone. That's very hip right now in the scene, you know, and I love how he's integrating that here. It's so good. Especially knowing where the song's going later. That kobiz is so cool here. It's got a tone similar to other bowed instruments, but a little more bite, a little more teeth in it.
Somewhere in my heart, in ancient times, I wonder.
Oh man, he's all over the place. That was so good. He's way down there. You've heard me talk about this before in reacting to Dimash. It's crazy that someone who can sing as high as he can sing can also sing as low as he can sing. That's very, very rare. This tone is so cool here. He's opening his throat. He's getting the vocal folds closed. He's getting a little pressure on them so that he's vibrating all of that depth of resonance there. Wow, what a coordinated vocalist.
Through these valleys I have climbed them on these hills. Faces from us from holding by the memory.
Then he jumps up into the middle register of his voice and a little bit more of an air-flowy, warm sound. He lets go of the back space in his voice, turns off most of the vibrato, goes into this really legato-connected sound. Listen to that. The legato in his voice is so beautiful. Legato is the connectedness of syllables. From Italian, it means to tie or bind together. And that's what he's doing right here. Listen to that connectedness.
I've said lost, I've lost, I feel them in me sleep.
Hear that? Now the tone quality's changed. Now he's opened up the back of his throat a little bit. The chords have become more closed. We have more thickened vocal posture, more pressure. We still don't have a ton of vibrato yet, but the power is turning up now.
I feel them in me sleep.
Hear that? Now he's opened his throat a little bit more like an opera singer would here. He's all over the place. Vibrato at the ends of long-held notes and phrases. Hear that? Now things are going to get wild here. Big key change there. We've shifted up a bit. All right, wow. Okay, how's he doing that? So if you listen on the sound right before he does that crazy high sound there, he's got a lot of pressure, sounding pretty much straightforward, like a nice, powerful, brassy, pop, contemporary type of a sound. Then he switches into that high tone. How does he make his tone quality so different there? Well, the biggest thing that's responsible for it is he closes his throat in the back. As he changes the space in the back of his throat and makes it smaller, it creates a whole different tone quality. So whether my voice is open, or I, do you hear that tone quality change right there? That's a dramatic different sound of the voice depending on creating variables in the back throat space. And that's what he did right there. He shifted up to a higher pitch range. He backed off on the thickening of his vocal folds. And he closed the space to make a thinner tone. Listen for all of that change in his tone right there. He also changed the vowel from an O to an A. An O vowel is a warmer, darker vowel. An A is a brighter, more fronted vowel. The brightness of that A vowel makes it even more of a tone quality change. And now we're into a whole different thing here. There's like major changes happening almost phrase by phrase. So he was a moment ago in a brassy pop sound. Then he switched into this very thin sort of brassy bright sound. Then he opens his throat again, and he goes up into this high soprano-like falsetto countertenor thing. Listen for all of that happening here. Wow. Change right there. Now soprano thing. Wow. Wow. Then he's up right next to that whistle register up there. Wow.
New crown,
Now he's dropped down like 3 octaves.
far as I can see. New ground underneath my feet.
I love this minimal, introspective, textured tone quality that he's able to activate. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Stranger in a stranger's land. New chance to know who I am if I have the strength to begin.
Now he's into like a pure operatic type of a tone here. So this would be very similar to what he would sound like as a professional opera singer. That bright, resonant, big sound, both open and ringy at the same time with lots of vibrato. This is what he would be like if he was singing at the Metropolitan Opera. Dimash! So for a guy with as much depth in his tone, to be able to sing that high is crazy. I've had tons of friends and students over the years who were lyric light tenors who could sing that high, but none of them could sing that low too. It's just, that's one of the most unique things about his voice. In particular, his voice. I mean, he's unique for a lot of other reasons, you know, being an amazing person and what he's doing with his platform and all of that stuff. But as far as vocally goes, it's amazing he can do that and do that at the same time. It's so, so impressive. So one thing, I'm not 100% sure how live of a vocal this was, and I'm not going to get into it that much because it doesn't really matter. He did sing this vocal at some point here, and it was amazing whether it was recorded in the past and he sang to it here, or if he was doing it live in this context. I'm super impressed by it. This is an amazing vocal, and it's just fascinating to hear him, and I'm so grateful that I'm on this journey reacting to Dimash with you all. If there's anything I missed or anything you want to share with me about that track, please leave it in the comments. I really appreciate the connections that I've been making with you all, and I'm sending you so much love. And don't forget to go over and join the community chat over on my Patreon account. If I get enough Dimash people talking, then I may start my own separate Dimash chat. So come join me over there, okay? All right, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much. This was a lot of fun.